Local Sky 3, stunning views from the next level.
Okay, we are having so much fun this morning. I am anyway. We are inside the bride's room at Legacy Hall in Ringgold. This is Heidi Roderick. Jessica Ray is next to her. And I love the history that's here. I love the current story that's here, Heidi. And I want to start with the current. Can I?
Yeah, please.
First of all, thanks for letting us come.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
You will see as we're talking in this beautiful room that there's a lot of history here. The pieces are vintage and antiques. There's a lot of stories and history behind this building. But you and your husband are transplants to Ringgold.
Yeah, from San Diego.
From San Diego. Y'all, like so many people during COVID, came here and fell in love with it. And you've moved your whole life here, and now you're preserving this piece of history.
Yeah, it's actually been a lot of fun. And we fell in love with Ringgold, the community, the people here. We love the small town feel of this downtown area. So we were super excited to have the opportunity to even look at this building when it was for sale.
So if you're thinking Legacy Hall, where is that in Ringgold? It's what used to be the wedding chapel.
Yeah.
So you found out it was for sale. Y'all bought it about a year ago, and you have transformed it into this beautiful space.
We really tried. Our goal was to update everything and modernize everything, but also hang on to the legacy or the heritage that's here.
Keep the classic elegance of the building.
And for you, Jessica, it must be fun for you because you're from the area. You're from Walker County.
Yeah, I have several friends who got married here over the years and in time. So being a part of it and being able to make Bride Special Day as special as possible is just, couldn't ask for more.
But, you know, a wedding is romantic, right?
Yeah.
But so are stories of faith and community and digging in for a common purpose. And this hall represents all of that. I fell in love with your stained glass windows.
Those are my favorite part of the entire building. The color is just beautiful. I can't even imagine how much it would cost to replace them.
I'm sure they're irreplaceable.
You really couldn't. You couldn't replace them.
You know, so there are a lot of people who now are newly engaged, and they're thinking, okay, what are we going to do? And we want some place that's going to feel like us, have a little bit of warmth to it, maybe not have that industrial look that was popular for a while. If you have a smaller wedding, this is ideal. How many people will you seat, Jessica?
We set up to 100.
Yeah, in a ceremony setting, we can do up to 100. In reception dinner setting, we do about 90. And it's definitely, you're able to mold it and make it what you want it to be for your dream, for your wedding, for your party, for any of it, really. We've set it so you can make it your own.
You know what? Let me talk about the time. So we're here, you know, mid-morning, which if you've ever thrown a wedding, the bride begins to get ready early in the morning. This is prime picture taking.
It is.
The natural light that
Great makeup lighting.
Yeah. And for photography too. It's fantastic.
It really is.
You are not though just for weddings.
No, we do more than weddings. So one of the first things we did actually was get rid of the old pews that were in the sanctuary. And we now have some beautiful crossback chairs that are in there. But that gives us the ability to have a lot of versatility in the room. We can set it up for all kinds of things. We've done everything from baby showers, bridal showers, engagement parties.
Paint and sips.
We've had a few of those. Those are super popular.
And you know, your area downstairs where you can have your dining, if you wanted to come in and just rent that part and not that hall, can you do that?
Absolutely. And that's a great room. You could fit 60, 65, maybe even 70 easily down there. A lot of people like doing like children's birthday parties there. We've done showers down there as well. We have rehearsal dinners. There's all kinds of things that can be done there.
I'll go back again to the beauty of that main hall though. Throwing a party or a wedding can add up pretty quickly. Because the space itself is so beautiful, you don't have to even embellish it much if you don't want to.
No, and most of our wedding packages, we have everything from the smallest, you know, quick little ceremony to, you know, you could go as extravagant as you wanted, really. But because we do that, we always have the old sanctuary set up and ready to go with florals, and you literally can just walk in and have a beautiful wedding.
Well, isn't that part of the mystique of
Yes.
this building, that there are some stories that we may never know if they're true or not, but name drop a little bit. There are some pretty famous names that we think.
There's all kinds of Tammy Wynette.
We're rumored that Dolly Parton was buried in the area. And
A lot of people say
hung out
that.
here for a bit. So we like to embrace that and do some things that embrace those people and the history of what Ringgold is.
Right. So are you kind of, Jessica, the point person? Are you the one helping them see their dream come to a reality?
I am. I'm the venue manager, and I do a lot of the coordination and our day-to-day. Heidi is our fabulous decorator, florals. She does all the fantasticness in the building. But most of your day-to-day, you'll be talking to me.
We were talking, I told you I think it's very important to stress that you came here from San Diego, because Ringgold is changing
A lot.
and it's growing, and it's not losing, hopefully, its community tie and its history.
It's appeal.
Yeah. But have you enjoyed the sense of community that's here working with other small business owners?
Absolutely. I'm part of the Downtown Ringgold Partner Association, and it's a great group of ladies. Everybody's, well, and men. There's men too. But they're very supportive. We all try to, do what we can to promote each other in any way that we can.
This is a big engagement season, so if people want to give you a call, are you booked out far? And are y'all doing weddings on weekdays as well as
We
weekends?
do. We will do them on weekdays. We'll do elopements. We also have something we added in. It's called a shotgun wedding. It's just kind of a fun name.
Yeah.
But basically, it's the courthouse is across the street. So we do get people that walk in and say, I need to get married. Can we do a ceremony? And usually we can get a minister here within, an hour or two.
Well, there are plenty of churches within a stone's throw.
There is.
Yeah, and catering, do you have a kitchen here or do you bring it in?
Most of our catering is brought in. We do have a prep kitchen. It's not a commercial kitchen, but we do have an ice maker, a very large fridge. We have plenty of counter space and a sink. We have all kinds of decor items that can be added in if there are things you want to use. We have linens. I'm always shopping for something fun.
Yeah.
So there's all kinds of stuff.
That's big. The more you can add in, the more people appreciate it.
Right. It brings a lot of value.
In terms of making an appointment to come and see you, Jessica, I know you mentioned the walk-in, but do you prefer that people...
It really is up to them. I mean, if you want guaranteed that we can get you in when you want to be here and that kind of stuff, we recommend calling us or emailing us, reaching out to us on our social media. Any of that is great. And I mean, we'll do walk-ins, and you just have to give me just an hour to 2 hours.
We don't have ministers on staff. So, but we do, obviously it's a tight community. So we do have people we can call on.
Wouldn't it be so fun if somebody walked in one day and said to you, you know what, Heidi, I know my grandmother grew up in this church or something.
We've had that.
Have you?
We have absolutely had that. And it's been such a beautiful thing. In fact, our first elopement here, it was actually before Jessica was here. It was the sweetest thing. A young couple did an elopement. They called us last minute. I actually hadn't even opened the doors yet, but they knew that we were about to. And somebody said, my niece is going to elope in front of the courthouse. Is there any way she can do it, in the chapel? And I said, sure, I'll give it a go. I said, we haven't done this before, but let's try this. And she came in, and her parents got married here, and her grandparents got married here, and they all got photos here. It was beautiful. I was like, what a perfect way to open the doors.
And don't you feel like your purchase of this now had meaning behind it?
Absolutely.
Because if you hadn't been here, that couldn't have happened.
Right,
here.
right.
That's pretty cool.
It's not uncommon for us to get those where it's several people from a wedding party would be like, oh, I got here, or so-and-so got here, my best friend got married here. There's just so much history in the building.
And now it's your turn. So here's where you find them. It's Legacy Hall in downtown Ringgold. You will be charmed when you come through those doors. Their information is there on your screen. No matter what the event is, you come and make it here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ascension Living provides services and amenities to our residents.
It's such a close-knit group. It's so much like family.
Why wouldn't you want to live here too? Come home to Ascension Living.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. But now I have Rinvoq, a once daily pill that reduces